I'm mad at the cake.
Hey,
I'm
she
mad
gave
at
you a snack.
and look,
Crazy
I,
as fuck.
I
Yeah,
like cake.
Herbie.
She say noodles only.
I don't care about the cake more so the trips or whatever, right? Because
The trip and the cake do
I'm
not
gonna get my
equate.
cake. I'm gonna get my cake.
Yo,
If you came on
she
here
say
and
I have to draw a line somewhere now.
I'm a fat ass. I'm getting my cake.
Cake,
said you don't have nothing to your name, but you buying cakes
but
and doing
cake,
all this
bruh.
I get what you're saying. I don't know. I do. I
Yeah.
get what you're saying. I
Man,
definitely understand, but I'm still
cake,
getting my
bruh.
cake.
Maybe I don't know.
I get okay.
Look. I don't know. I don't know.
So let me explain it. I get what I don't know is saying. Like when you got things that you have to do, some of the things that you want, you have to put to the back burner. You to get ahead to get to the things that you want to get to. And especially if you're asking other people for money. So I can understand that. Let me know if I'm wrong. I don't know. That's what you were meaning.
Yeah, because they drag Trina. They drag Trina all the time.
And they did
When they
for
go through
everything.
stuff, when
Even
they
getting
go
a
through stuff,
3.5.
I'm not oblivious to them Dragon Trina. I'm not
Even
saying
the
they have.
smallest
I'm not
thing.
saying people haven't. I'm not saying Petty has not also indulged in Dragon Trina. I'm not saying it. But cake, bruh, that's what I'm saying.
Look,
I could get a
Man,
slice
it's
of
getting out of hand here.
motherfucking bread.
no, I get it because they did. But see,
go get a Debbie cake. That's like a cake. Go get a Debbie cake.
that's true. Hey Bella, I get it though. What I don't know is saying, and I agree. But I do, even though I agree. However, even me, I'll have some exceptions, right? So like if cake is Petty Rose exception, just like with Trina was gardening, I'm not mad about that. But going on trips and spending that type of actual money, that's when I raise an eyebrow to me because I'm getting the cake and I'm getting the gardening.
You're home, like when you're saying I'm trying to get this, I'm trying to get that, I'm trying to get this, but you're going on trips to ATL, traveling to Florida, but now you need help, girl. No, you should have thought about that before you went on your trips. Go
I
like
agree.
they say, go to God. You want to throw God? I just don't like some of these people. That's why when they try to mention God in their religion, I'm just like, yeah, this is for that. This is for show.
I can understand. Hey Bella, what you got to add, Bella?
Llama Crew. She say we all deserve what we want to eat, regardless of being poor. Wait, poor? Hold on. You tricked me, mother. You tricked me. Go throw that little part at the end.
Yo,
I
you know
really
what's
want to know,
so
like,
funny?
as because I give to
Give by my life,
I give food away all the time. So am I not supposed to give premium meat? Like,
Wait a minute now. Let's stay on topic. You talking about something else?
when it comes to
You talking about some
planet.
premium meat?
Hey Bella, go ahead.
Let's stay on task.
All right, so yeah, good day, everyone. Yeah, my only input on that, me personally, I don't see Petty doing anything differently than any other content creator that pretty much depends on TikTok for a living. I genuinely don't see her doing nothing different than anybody else.
I never seen
So,
you crowdfunding on this app though. I never seen you
because I have
begging.
a career,
But so then
Exactly.
that
I
goes.
literally
Hold
have a
on, hold on.
career.
I don't
I
know.
have a career.
Hold on. But then that goes to my point and the prompts. Should content creators solely depend on content creation to pay the bills? They're doing
And
anything.
you're at the people to depend on if they're going to keep your lights on, keep your phone on. I'm not ever going to put myself in that situation with these people because I already seen, like, keep in mind, I've always been working. So I already seen, like if I rub these people the wrong way, oh, they're going to pour their financial support back immediately. I'm just saying because she do depend on TikTok, this is her bread and butter. I just don't see her doing anything differently. Is she not in favor of something because
Okay for when
so
they,
that's literally all I'm saying is
it was okay when they
I
dragged.
don't think so me personally, no, I don't think nobody should be getting dragged because that wasn't good enough. I like yeah. So I don't know. As far as this Peggy situation, the way I'm looking at it, it's like she's not doing nothing different from the other content creators who y'all clearly know do not get up and go to a they stay on here and rely on y'all to take care of them. What is she doing differently? She's being honest. She's straight up saying, listen, I'm on here, this is what I need, and y'all help me, rather than the ones pretending like, oh yeah, I don't need TikTok, I could go to work. Okay, so why we ain't seen it yet? That's a huge difference.
I agree.
Can,
Hold
oh,
on, real
sorry.
quick. Hold on, real quick, y'all. I do agree 100% with Bella. Like she's not doing anything different, and I've always told y'all that they don't do anything different. None of them. All of them do the same. But the issue that I have, Bella, is because they're all doing the same. You can't then point the finger at somebody else and demean them for the same things that you are doing. Petty and several other people, not just Petty, a lot of them do the exact same thing where you're demeaning people, but you're doing the same thing. That's where the problem comes in at. Not that you're doing that one thing, but you're doing that one thing and passing judgment on the next person just because it looks different.
Thank God for everything. Stop saying God this, God that. When you're doing the same thing, then stop using God.
I
I'm
Period.
agree.
gonna talk
I agree with
about him
that.
all the time, amen. Because it's good
Amen.
Amen.
time.
Okay,
Amen.
let's let it just
Uh,
chill, y'all.
Well, I'm
hey,
gonna be
y'all.
honest. I don't see it being the same
Hell,
because I've always seen Petty doing something, whether it was tumblers, shirts, candles.
Yeah.
She always had some type of hustle. She wasn't just sitting back solely depending on people and not doing anything,
But
not
yes, she
giving anything.
was. But yes,
I
she
will make
was.
it.
Petty has
Well,
got just
that's
as
just
much.
from my observation.
Petty has asked for just as much things, or I'm sorry, has gotten just as much things, whether that be trips, whether that be them helping with the daughter tuition, whether that be helping with the MacBook, whether that be help with moving costs. Those are in addition to those other things that she do. Yes, she generates revenue, but she's not generating enough revenue for her business to sustain her lifestyle. So what do you have to do then? When let's get
Go
into
get
a
a job.
content creation. Yes, go get a job.
But the way Petty is more than likely looking at it, nobody else on here had to get up and get a job. They still on here depending on everybody. So why she have to do it?
I
I'm
think
just trying to
all of them have to
put
do
myself
it.
in the mind frame of her. That's probably how
All
she
of them
looking
got
at
to.
it.
Hold on, real quick. All of them have to do it. And one thing that people have to stop doing, especially people with children, you have to stop looking, especially being over 40, looking at somebody else and saying, well, they can do it, I can do it. Well, they may can do it right now, but is it sustainable? What are you planning for your future? So just because somebody else can do it, that don't mean I'm about to go right behind them with my big grown ass and do the same thing just because I think I can. That's my point. And hold on, let's get to Giselle and then
now
let's
she's
get to
clocking in. I like you. Whoever
Hey,
you is, I like you because you're clocking in now.
thank you.
so
Go
what I
ahead,
wanted to
Giselle.
come up here. Hey, watch me. Hey, Bullock. Hey, y'all.
Hey
What's up,
y'all.
girls?
I do agree with Bella, y'all.
Good
I agree with a
day.
lot of what Bella is saying.
So what I wanted to say is I think people have to go back to the basics and remember why TikTok was even created in the first place and what type of application we're actually on. TikTok is supposed to carry the weight for a content creator. TikTok is supposed to cut you your biggest check, not your supporters. And when you are going live and you have to constantly go live and we have to do the things, the tabs, the CA, that's because you have flipped the bill on people instead of the corporation. And that's why it's a fluctuation. That's why they have to come back and do the dry bag. And that's why they have to go because it's people who don't go live who make plenty of money because their content, the actual content, the videos that they post is actually making more money than them actually going live. They have to get in their minds that my supporters are never going to be able to support me like this corporation of TikTok. TikTok can
Right.
cut you the biggest check. And it's so easy to ask me for $20 because it's easy. TikTok, you got regulations. They want you to meet these guidelines. They have these requirements. You can't do what you used to do no more. That just tells me that you was a lazy employee on the job because y'all want to be business people and y'all want to have business brands. But TikTok is the
Y'all
actual
want to do
only
the work.
business on
Yep.
this app. You got to do the work. And you have to meet the standard in the ball that TikTok say, hey, if you want me to cut you this big check, you want to stay monetized, this is the bar you have to meet. You don't want to meet that, so you go live, you start some drama because that's easy. It's easy for us to do the things and get the actual big checks that TikTok tell you to get. And then when somebody come tell y'all that, oh, well, why you pocket watching? No, I just know money. I know where the biggest checks are getting cut at, and those are coming from TikTok Corporation. We can support you, we can do the things, but we can never cut the biggest checks. It's not our job. And it's not our job to be y'all sole income. It is TikTok job to
Can somebody
carry
block
y'all
me
if
real
y'all on
quick?
this app
Thank
as a
you.
content creator.
Thanks.
I love that, Shell.
Um,
You made so
so can
many
I
great
hold
points.
on real quick? Maz, Black Trina, I do agree with you, Shell, 100%. But I want to piggyback off what something Bella said. Bella, I don't think that people like Petty, Trina, Grit Baby, even Grit Baby, even some of these people, I don't think that they should be dogged out. I don't. I don't think that they should be dogged out. Now, do I think that some of their behaviors you can have Black Trina? Do I think that some of their behaviors should be discussed? I absolutely do. But I also think at the same time when you discuss those behaviors, give people some resources too, so you can be like, look, these are examples of situations to where people are dry bagging or people are doing these things. Maybe they need to look into this. You get what I'm saying? So don't necessarily like dog that person, but at the same time, let's be realistic about what we see. All right, go ahead, drop.
Thank you. They've done that. They've given out so many resources, but why take a resource when I can just click a live with one little pinky finger and people paying all my bills? It don't make sense. At age of 30 and up, we know how to apply for a job. I mean, my daughter, 18, she just got her job. I think she probably had one at 16. I don't know. But I mean, everybody knows that it starts with putting in an application. Most people who hustle, they know where the resources are. We don't have to tell these people where to go to get Section 8. We don't have to tell these people where to go to get free food. We don't have to tell people to get what they need to get. You know how to get everything else that you need. You know how to lay on your back and get what you need. So, of course, you know how to go to other people and find resources of what you need. Call 211. That's why it's there. Everybody, I think in every state in the United States can dial 211. So for me, I don't think it's about resources. TikTok is easier to take money from people who really don't have it. Most of these people who be giving so much of their check away don't have it. I mean, people want you to pay to even be in their panel. Thank you. I'm sorry, everybody. Hello,
Can
everybody.
somebody also mind? Let's go ahead and block Mabel. Yeah, let's go ahead and block that too. That person too. Because we're
Okay.
having a conversation. We don't do that mess over here. So if you think that this is about to be messy, baby, you're gonna have to go to the other live. Sorry.
I just want, I neglected to speak. Hello, everybody. I've been in a live. I shared it, and I think most of the people I shared it with, I saw them all come in. So I'm glad they came in.
Hey, Drop.
Yeah,
Thank you.
part of
Hey,
the
Zach.
conversation. Hey, y'all. So that's just like some Cheryl was saying. Like Petty has had lies about me. Me and this woman didn't even have a problem. And she'll start a live about me. Why? Because people pay to hear that mess and pay to recycled beef and pay for the recycled same old shit she said at the last time she had a live about me. I don't even know this woman. I don't even know when she go live. People just be sending me messages. I say, girl, fuck. Oh, I don't know if you curse. F Petty. Because I know what she's doing and why she's doing it.
I'm
So
sorry. I'm sorry, Drop. Excuse me. Y'all, look who came to Baldino's today. I'm
Oh,
sorry. With his no neck ass.
Who is that?
hold on. We got a big box here because we don't know who
Not
that
Bambino.
is. Girl, not the no neck.
He is Savannah girl.
Uh-huh. My
Not
auntie
no
just
neck.
reposted it.
Now, Ailey, it's not
I'm
strict
sorry,
over here.
Drop.
Hold
I'm
on, real
sorry.
quick. Ailey, it's not strict over here, but if you think that you can come in here talking about I'm a hater when I'm having a conversation, it's crazy. That's crazy work to me. And Trina been blocked. So don't. come in on another page. She already know she blocking. I don't fuck with her. So if I don't fuck with you, that just is what it is. It ain't no beef. Ain't no hard feelings. I ain't throw no shade at nobody that I've been talking about thus far. So it ain't strict, but this ain't messy talk. So we gonna get that.
One
About
last
it.
thing to say.
Having a
What's
conversation. We're not being messy. I don't think we are.
what's wrong with having a conversation? You know, what's wrong with that? But I want to say this one last thing. Some people think are entitled to, if you get in their panel, you need to pay them to be talking. How does that even make sense?
And I feel
Because I
okay.
believe
So
people who are in your panels are supporting your platform just by being in your panel and getting the conversation started.
But here, okay, so let me play devil's advocate a little bit, drop, right? So I don't have a problem with none of that. Like if they want to pay people to be mods, if they want to pay people to, have people pay them to be mods, or if they want to pay for have drops and all of that, like I don't care about any of that. Get your bag however you get your bag. But then at the same time, that's not sustainable, and we can all see that. Where is your other part of your income coming from if you have to then constantly get online and ask the people for things? But then we see you taking trips, we see you doing all these other things that cost money. So then it's like, well, wait a minute, you've been getting this money for all these things, but you really just needed money for, you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going on vacation but now you need money for this? How are you going here and there to this outing with all of these people, but you need money for this? So I
And
don't.
Lord forbid she gets that cake. Huh.
Not the cake.
Lord forbid she gets that damn
But
cake.
watch me. That's the
Lord
same.
shit.
But that's for the same reason we see other people taking trips, and we see other people moving into new homes, and we see other people getting new cars, and we see other people getting close. We see it though. So I just want to understand
Can I
why
break
like
some?
highlight it when it's her. We
Can
see
I
it
I don't
every
think
day
it's
on
I
here.
don't
highlighted
think.
when it's her. It's
can
just
I
a
break some
conversation.
down for y'all
Wait.
real
Okay.
quick?
So
Y'all,
has anybody else been talking about this or something, Bella? Because I ain't been in the street.
I don't know.
On her own life, though. Like they say, you can't
Wait.
put
Hold on.
someone.
Hold on. I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
What has anybody else
So
been talking about
so
this?
no. The question I'm asking is like, why are we highlighting Petty? Pretty much depending on people when we
Oh,
see it
why do I
every
got her
day.
in my backdrop versus the other people?
Well, I guess you could put it that way.
Oh, because I
Asking.
don't be watching Messy Talk, and this was the last thing I saw. So when I saw this, how I do everybody, because girl, you was on my backdrop once too. If you scroll down my page, you can see I had you as a topic too with Blaze. But if I see something, I be in and out, and when I see something, then I just talk about it. So it's no really particular reason why Petty's on my backdrop. She just happens to be the person whose last little bit of live I saw.
Yeah, I guess. All right. So even
So it
with that,
can be
right?
applied to.
But it's applied to everybody.
Right.
I
Because
mentioned other people names
I
too.
guess that's where it's like it's losing me in the conversation. It's just like it comes off like she's being singled out. Like we're not seeing people literally have their livelihoods managed from this app.
But I've
I just
also mentioned those other people too, and said it
But
was
they
across the
brought up
board.
other names though. They brought up Trina. Trina was one for sure. They brought up. They've been
Your
bringing up other
baby.
names too.
She's also brought up
But
just
okay, so I guess it's like, but we're hearing people who are not considered a fan favorite whose names is being mentioned. So Trina, is she
I mean,
really
you
a
can
fan
mention some more
favorite?
names, girl, if you got some. Who else? I say it's all of them.
I feel like this is a general conversation generally for everybody. I'm not pinpointing
I
one.
say
I
it's
think this
all
is
of
a
them,
free for
girl.
all. Yeah,
so.
it's kind of free for all for me. It's
Can I?
not one person. I'm not picking on Petty. I don't have no problems with
I know I'm cool
nobody.
with
So
Petty, so I don't have no issue with Petty. So I don't know I don't know what y'all.
Hey, is I slept on the floor before, so I'm not judging nobody. I
Hold
slept
on
on
real
the
quick,
floor with
baby.
pallets,
Hold
so
on
I
real
know.
quick.
I
Hold
know how it feels. I
I
ain't
on.
mean,
judging
no,
nobody.
hold on. Wait. Bella, what other names do you want to mention? Because I know I've mentioned some other names, or whatever. And some people are just going to talk about Petty because she's on the backdrop naturally. That's where the
Well, no,
conversation
I
comes
don't
from.
have to. I'm wise enough to understand
Oh,
that
okay.
I do
No
not have
problem.
to mention any names for it to be clear
Oh,
that
shit.
we see people who solely depend on this app
True.
wholeheartedly.
I
That's it.
agree. And I think that,
I agree with that too. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so can I ask y'all a question for real, for real? Do y'all think that this is a serious question? Do y'all think that people shouldn't solely depend on an app or utilize the app to monetize?
They should.
Listen to
I
what
should.
Michelle said.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I think that they can if TikTok is covering the bill. The app is not us, and I think
Right.
y'all conflate the two when y'all say they use the app. They don't use the app. They use the
They use the people.
supporters. It's the
That's
people.
right.
It's the app is named TikTok. TikTok cuts a check too, once a month and then once every Wednesday. Those should fully be your main streams of income. This should be what it's supposed to be.
Not
Support extra.
necessarily, though, Chill. And let me tell you why. When you're talking about, I understand what you're saying when it comes to like the cash apps and stuff like that, but that also is the literally a creative way financially that they came up with to ensure that they are being monetized. Thank you so much, son. I appreciate you.
Too negative. You get what I'm saying? And there's perspectives and a conversation going. Like, where does that mindset like come from?
Okay, so I'll just answer that and then I'll drop because I don't want the conversation to get centered.
No,
You
I'm not
have
gonna send it. That was just like my last
no, you
question.
cool, you cool. So to answer the question directly, we see Petty picture right here, right? But above the picture, there's words, and that's what brought my attention here. That's all. It's not just the picture; it's the words with the picture that made me question.
Oh, okay,
It, that's
I
all.
can understand that. That makes
Yes,
sense now,
ma'am.
though. I understand. I
It's just a
definitely
hook,
do.
though.
That
That's
makes sense.
psychology. It worked. Her hook worked. That's when you creating a
Yeah,
video. That's a lesson for y'all. The first 3 to 5 seconds of your video to get it on the FYP, you create to a good hook
that's
that
why
keeps.
I asked that question.
That's why
That
she did it that way because it's a hook. You know what I'm
correct,
saying? Like it ain't meant to attack nobody. It ain't meant to do nothing but to
correct.
draw the eyes of the people to have the conversation. And it did just what it was supposed to do.
Correct. And that's why I didn't want to center it around you, Bella, but I felt that that was an important question because I felt like that within that question and what you were saying, it was a moment to say, hey, wait a minute. The picture is a video of her. Listen, ChatGPT did that, y'all. Okay? It's not me.
Did what?
Made her picture look like that.
No, her picture looked like that for
Teddy
real.
is a pretty woman,
No, her
y'all.
picture really looked like that.
Cut it out. Cut it out. That is
That
Chat
is, I
GPT.
look like that.
No, it's not. Let me
That
find
is
it.
Chat
Chat
GPT did her
GPT.
dirty. You
No,
It did the
that's
same.
her.
No, it's Chat GPT.
Okay, we finna see.
But let's go back. So Little Touch just came up. So let's go ahead and get. Thank you for coming up, Bella. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate your perspective too. Little Touch,
Hi, sweetheart, how are
and
you?
I do want to get back to the rest of this clip, y'all. Eventually. Thank you. I don't know for
Okay.
coming up. Okay, go ahead, Little Touch.
Thank you. Well, because I'm a new content creator and I am learning and listening and so forth of that nature, I do have a question. Kind of piggyback off of the other person. Even though it was cleared up about Petty Roll, because at first, when I first looked, I said, "Wait a minute, Petty Roll got," I thought it was her. I thought it was hers. I didn't know it was yours. But let me say this. When I think about someone supporting me. That can be a gifter, that could be a subscriber. Yes, I do present my Cash App, but it's more about, I rather have the support of those who come frequently to support me. And also, I look at it as appreciation. I appreciate what they do. Even if it's a little bit that they do, tapping the screen, helping me to get my number, helping me to reach my live goals. Those things are very vitally important to me, more so than just the money part. I get what everybody is saying, and we all can benefit by the money, but having that support, having that frequent support every time I log on matters to me more than anything. So I don't.
But let
I
me
don't.
ask you a question though, Little Touch, though, right? Okay, because you've
Mm-hmm.
also been on the app and you basically ask people for money for things in your life, right? So I don't know if
Right.
you, I know you're a little bit older. I don't know if you retire or you're. I don't know what your situation completely is because you're a new character for me. But do you feel like as this new content creator in, right? You're coming into this space. You're a new content creator. So you also ask for money on this app, like most of the other messy TikTok creators.
No, I never. I never. Okay, let me clear that
Hold
rumor
on.
up. I never asked for money. It was suggested to put my
Same
cash app
difference
up,
to me.
but to ask people for money, that's not true. That's
Well,
not
we're
true.
talking about dry bagging too, and sometimes when you talk about situations, it may come off as dry bagging, and then people are going to then make suggestions, and that's part of the topic that we're talking about too.
No, what happened? When there was money given on my platform, my internet was going in and out, and they asked what was going on, and that's how the conversation started. But it was never like I asked them to help me out to pay my internet bill. It was
Okay,
not
so
like that. So that was a lie.
Okay, so either way, right? So whether somebody's flat out asking, thank y'all for the gifts and everything. I forgot. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't been looking at the screen too much.
And also the lie about the groceries. I did not ask anybody for money for grocery. What I said is I was needing to get some grocery, and
Thank
I was low
you.
on funds. I was just talking and
Jesting though,
donate or give money.
But
little
No, it
touch. That was
wasn't.
still
It was not a
suggested.
suggest. No, it wasn't. It was a
hold
conversation. No, it wasn't. It was a conversation.
I
hold
think
on,
the
real quick.
real
It was just a
picture worse than
conversation.
Oh,
ChatGPT.
that's drop.
It
No,
was
I
just a
think the real
conversation.
picture worse.
let's turn drops camera off, y'all.
Miss
That's,
It was
616
just a
say dry begging.
conversation.
Yes, it
It
is.
was.
I
don't
It
think
talk
that's
wasn't.
fast
It
about
was
her either.
not. It was not
yes, it
dry
Don't talk
begging.
was.
fast
But
for her.
I'm not gonna argue with y'all
But hold
about it.
on,
But I
real
know
quick.
it
No, it's
wasn't.
not an argument, but
Hold
that
on.
is dry begging.
Hold on, hold on, real quick. Okay, go ahead, sis.
No, I'm just saying that is dry begging though, little touch. Like if you like, I sure do need some money.
I dis.
Right?
I
Hold on, real
disagree.
quick, because we don't. Okay, you can disagree as soon as she get finished talking. Okay, because over here we don't do interruptions like that. We like let everybody
I
get
mean,
that
I did
out.
kind of interject on her, so
Okay,
it's
yes,
kind of
sister,
fair.
don't be interjecting.
It's fair.
Sister, stop
But no, I'm just
interjecting.
saying,
Well,
like maybe she didn't
I was cut.
understand.
I
Okay, well
was
then,
cut off.
sister,
I
stop.
was
Okay, sister,
talking.
let her
I was
talk.
cut off.
Okay, my
Yeah.
bad. Sister, let her talk, and then you say what you got to say. Go ahead, little touch.
Okay.
I'm biased. That's my sister. Sorry. My bad.
No
That's my real
problem.
sister.
Go ahead. Go
No, go
ahead.
ahead, little
Talk.
touch. No, okay, go
I
ahead,
was
sis.
just.
Okay, go
No,
ahead.
I'm
I
just saying
didn't.
maybe she didn't understand, but the example that she gave,
It
listen,
wasn't. It was. It
listen.
wasn't. It was. Moment of having a conversation. I don't consider myself at that point in time with dry baking. I wasn't. I really wasn't. I was just having a conversation. That's it. That's all
It
it
would
was.
still be suggestively implied, like, little touch want some money. Like, little touch want some money. Like, even though that ain't what
Wasn't
you did, like,
PMI? No. No.
And I love touch.
No.
they was still looking
But
like
but
she just want a couple dollars.
because let me say it like this. Let me say it like this. If I wanted to ask my platform or anyone for something, I would ask directly. That's how I am. I'm very direct and very straight to the point. So I don't beat around the bush or none of that bullshit. I don't. So I still stand on what I say. I disagree.
You
Okay,
may have
hold
been
on.
genuine, little touch, but just from what we've seen so much on this app, most people do dry beg. And that
Hold
would have been taken as dry begging, even though that wasn't your intent, because what we see and experience here, that's what people would think.
Correct. And I need people
I
to.
get it. I get what they're saying. And I totally agree with the concept of it. But I know what I wasn't doing. That's
Well,
all
hold
I'm
on.
saying.
Okay, hold on,
I'm
little touch. Okay,
yeah.
hold on, y'all.
Hmm.
I do think that you dry bag, little touch. And let me read to y'all. This is up from Google, right? Dry bagging is an indirect way of communicating a need or desire without a direct request. The goal is to make others feel obligated, guilty, or sympathetic enough to offer help or resources like money, attention, or favors without a direct ask. asked. Yes, Little Touch. So that goes to my question. When I was asking you, yes, you have dry bags on this app. Every single person over there has dry bags on this app, period. So whether so my question to you then,
Thank y'all. I gotta go, y'all, but I just want to thank
okay.
y'all for having me up. I'm gonna try to come back in and listen.
All
Have
right,
a good
thank you,
day.
Job. Thank you
Where?
for coming up.
Over
So
where?
little
What are
so
you
hold
talking
on,
about,
real quick.
honey? Over
Hold on,
where?
hold on.
Over
So
where?
this isn't to get defensive. This is just let me just
No,
say
I'm not. Over where? You said over where?
everybody on Messy Talk from that side and everything else has dry bag at some point of them being live hosts.
Okay, so
So then my question to you as an upcoming smaller creator, should you have some other form of income or are you solely depending on content creation to pay your bills?
oh no, I have a job.
Okay, so you do
I
have
have a
another
job.
means of
Yeah,
gaining your income.
I have a job.
And Mocha, I think everybody over there dry bag. I think everybody over there dry bag. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And I work for in a school system. I am a instructional staff
That's what's
support staff,
up.
and I work with special need kids. So yes, I do have a job. I'm not totally reliant
I love
on
that.
TikTok income, but
Okay.
to have a little uh, supplemental um, support or whatever, something as a backup. No, TikTok is not a backup. You know, I would have to actually gain a lot, a lot of numbers in order to say TikTok is paying all my bill. That's not
Okay.
possible. So yeah, but I would have to. I mean, I'm not at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? I'm just beginning, but I do appreciate what I get.
Okay.
I do appreciate that. Right? Yeah. So,
Okay. Thank
yeah.
you. But I'm gonna go to
Hmm.
oh go ahead, Bullock, and then we're gonna go to Shaded.
What I'm recognizing is a lot of y'all really don't understand the essence of content creation and all the different avenues of how y'all can really make money. So if you're really serious, and don't play with me because if you do, I'm a no and I'm gonna end the call. But I do offer free discovery calls, 20 minutes, where I can help you to see how you can monetize. And some of y'all need a strategy session for real because y'all don't understand. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all.
Can you say
And
that
Bullock.
again a little slower, please? Because you said it quite fast and I didn't catch it all. Can you say that
Oh,
again, please?
Click the link in the bio.
Yeah, go to her page and click here go my sister laughing. She's so funny. Click the link in her bio. Not this page. She has another page. If Bullock, you can drop it in the comments. Because I don't know if she means this bio or her main page.
I
That's
didn't understand what she was saying. She said it so fast, I didn't get what you were saying.
she's a
That's
social
what I'm asking.
she's a social media manager. Go ahead, Bullock.
Oh,
Mad Cow
okay.
Friend, how much am I making? Okay.
Asking that, I was asking.
No, no,
You said it
she's
so
talking to
fast,
Mad.
I didn't understand what you were saying. That's
She's
all.
talking to Mad
Yeah.
Cow.
How much am I making? Oh, okay. Why would I tell you how much I make from? I have multiple streams of income.
well, I'm having a hard time with these school clothes, and
Get my
boy,
sister some gifts.
I sure
Let's
could.
dry bag.
Yeah.
But
Go
like,
dry bag.
if you want to understand the essence of content creation, because what I'm hearing is you guys don't understand the essence of content creation and all the ways you can monetize. So if you'd like to learn that, you're more than welcome to click the link in my bio and get some help and get some understanding because y'all don't have it. So there's your answer.
All right, thank you, Bullock. Shaded. Hey, Shaded.
Hey, host. Nice to meet you. Thank you for allowing me up.
Thank you for joining.
I want to talk about the topic. You were
Okay.
saying that you feel like everyone over there drive bags, and I have some questions about that. But first, I did want to say I don't feel like any. Oh, I just want to watch my words. I'm sorry, Lord. LT, you know I ain't got no issues with you, but you do drive bag a lot, and from someone who's in your platform every day, you know I know you do drive bag. Can
Dang.
you explain, host? If
I disagree, but anyway, let's not make this about me, okay? I know what I do, and I know what I've said, and I know how I said it. So
if you
it is.
if you always drop the conversation of, if I had some money, I would do this. If I had some money, I would go out and get a drink. Asking your supporter who came on the panel to buy your laundry detergent and all that kind of stuff, and she said, "Are you serious?" And you say, "Yeah," and you give her a list of things that you need: laundry detergent, bleach, all that kind of stuff. That's dry begging. You do, and there's nothing wrong with it, because I do believe y'all should be compensated for your time and the entertainment that y'all do give us. So, like I said, I don't have no issues with you, but you do. I'm sorry. Host. Can
I
I call
agree
you
with you,
Watch?
Shaded.
Can I call you Watchman?
But so you
Yeah.
so bringing me up
Watchman.
here is to
Because
do what?
Hold,
What is the
I keep
purpose?
bringing you up here.
hold on, hold on. Little touch. Bringing you up here is because you requested to come in the box to have a conversation. Now, because you are a content creator, that opens you up to being part of what the prompts are on the back, right? So if you're a content creator and you decide to come in the box, I just want to put that out there. It's going to open it up to people being honest with you about how they feel. Now, everybody don't have to agree. You don't have to agree that you dry bag. Just like I think a lot, damn near everybody over there dry bag. I can't really think about one person that really don't, other than Tea Time. I don't think Tea Time dry bags, but there's a lot of them over there that do, and I have no problem saying their name. Now they may not like that I said some of their names, and some of them don't even dry bag. Some of them flat out beg. Get it how you live. I can respect people like the Trinas who flat out ask for the things that they need. I respect that more. I respect Trina for being like, yes, you know what I'm saying? I need this. Here's my list. Here's that. I do respect that more. I don't respect
It
dry
took her a while to
bagging.
get there, though.
It did take her a while to get to that point. I don't respect dry bagging because of the fact that, to me, you're manipulating a person to go into their pocket to give you some money. I can't respect that. But do more than just Petty Row do it? Absolutely. Now go ahead, Shaded. Sorry.
You kind of answered my question. I was gonna ask, like, how would you prefer they go about it? And are you speaking about everyone, including like the common cousins or the panelists? Would you
No, just
prefer
content
people to
creators.
just? I'm sorry.
Just the content creators.
Got you. So you mean like, okay? You mean like the host? And so I get you.
Yes,
Would
yeah,
you
yeah.
prefer if they just come out and just say it? This is the list of things that I need. I don't want to hit or beat around the bush. I just need these lists. Can y'all help me out? Is that what you would prefer?
Yes, I can respect it more now. I don't care either way. Get your money how you get your money. I'm just saying, for me, it's the level of respect with it. Because if you're just out flat out saying it, I don't care if you have to ask for it or don't ask for it. If you need it, you need it. You get what I'm saying? But I'm going to respect you more if you just come out and say that's what you need than trying to manipulate a person. I don't like the manipulation part that comes on with dry begging. That's the part I don't like.
Understood. Thank you so much for your time. And I feel where you're coming from. I understand now. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, also, Shaded, to also answer your question, because I said this earlier, I also don't like the people that dry beg but have also put other people down that needed things, and those people ask directly out. Like, people have put Trina down but do the same thing that Trina has done, but they just do it differently. I don't like that either.
You have some great points. Nice to meet you, Mel.
Nice to meet you. Thanks.
Is that not partly though? Because we got brains over here. Is that not partly like buyer psychology, like sales psychology?
Yes. Yes, it actually is, because selling is a form of manipulation, which is why I don't like sales, right? You get what I'm saying? And so, because I've been so heavily for many years in the sales industry, I just don't respect it. I respect somebody to come up and just give me straight up, this is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Not that somebody cares either way, but I'm sorry, if this is the last person that I saw doing this, they're going to be on the backdrop. Who knows who's gonna be next week? Y'all get offline with y'all shit that y'all do. But anyway, Little Touch, did you want to respond? Because I know you probably felt a little attacked, and I apologize for that if you do feel attacked. But this isn't meant to attack you. Hey, Peach. Little Touch?
Watch it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I really don't have any response or rebuttal to what was said. I mean, people gonna have their own opinion or whatever, so it is what it is. That's how I see that. There's
Correct.
no argument, there's no debate, there's no defense with that. But I know what I did and what I didn't do. So, it's neither here or there. I don't really care. I'm just being
Correct.
honest.
So you didn't say those things that they said when you was like, "Oh, I need some laundry stuff." Like, dang, you ain't say. You ain't say that and stuff. Little touch. Cause it ain't that you wrong. Like, ain't nobody fault you for it. Like, get your paper cuts. No, for real.
Now somebody in the comments saying she said it. I think she did say it, y'all. I don't think Shaded was lying. 'Cause I think Shaded likes Little Touch. I don't think Shaded was being shady at all.
Yeah, because she said
Her
she
name
in
is
there every
Shaded,
day.
but I don't
You like
think
her.
Shaded was being shady at all.
And she respects her.
I think she respects Little Touch. I don't think she was
Yeah, she
being.
said she over there all the time. So
Oh, hold on. Somebody, chef, the llama is in down there. Chef Drama Llama said there was no snacks for the llamas. Please give Chef some snacks because the llamas helped out with a situation.
Dry beggars. She's dry begging.
Chef Drama Llama is dry begging
yeah,
in
I
the
just went to the
comments.
grocery store. What you want?
You can't ask for nothing. You can't say nothing. You can't say tap the screen. You dry begging for
In the
life.
comments. Yeah, I
You
think
can't ask people to pray for you. You dry begging for religion.
She said I'm asking straight out. No, but still, I listen. Here's the thing. I agree with Little Touch. Like everybody has an opinion and stuff like that, so it really doesn't matter. Like there's gonna be people that be like, "Oh, Watch Me was doing it live," and there's gonna be all these kind of theories and reasons and why. I really just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be some like that's just what you kind of at this point. Like I used to try to, especially when people start lying on me and shit like that. I don't like that, but everything sometimes things are just it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's a bigger conversation like in that live. Like every time I see a piece of something, my brain gets to thinking like how can this be a bigger conversation and how can I drive more people to talk about this actual topic. So it actually works, y'all, just so y'all know. But I'm not a content creator, I'm just smart. What's up, Shell? AI did that. Petty Rose of
So more experiments, if you will.
I love the experiment.
Oh, okay.
Love it. I've done 3. All successful. It's fun. But what's up, Shell? Did you have something to say?
Yeah, I wanted to say that I wholeheartedly don't believe that everybody on the TikTok drive big. Feel like you said, some people just outright big. Some people's platform is just set up to, if I give you the mess, you have to pay for it. They title it, and put a bow on it under the umbrella of entertainment. So I don't think everybody outright drive big, but I do know that some people do, right? And then I don't think people are aware of business. So when I say business, it's only 2 type of business in this world, no matter if we're on the app or in the physical world. And that is product-based business and service-based business. No matter what you're selling, no matter what you're doing, if you're in business, you are either giving people a product or you are rendering a service. So when you say this is a business for me, you have to remember you are always under the mercy of a customer. Because what's a business without somebody selling or needing the service that you're providing? It's not a business. So what's a live without a comic cousin? You tell me what can you get from a live if you don't have a comic cousin?
You know what? I want to talk about that point right there, what Shell just said a little bit, because when something she just said, because a lot of people, content creation is a business, right? And so it is a business for them. So honestly, sometimes it looks a little goofy to me if your business is to be upset at people that talks about your brand or talks about your business or talks about what you put out here, because you're creating content. People are going to talk about that content that you put out. The business morals and values, what are the ethics, what are the guidelines, what is the ultimate goal for a lot of these businesses, these content creators business? Like what is the end goal? Because right now all I see is instant gratification of the likes, instant gratification of the shares, instant gratification of the gifts, instant gratification of the cash apps. I don't see longevity. Now that goes back to what I said earlier. Like the person that I heard out of my own ears say that they invest money was Heartbreaker, and she said that Bray King does too. You get what I'm saying? So that I can get with. You get what I'm saying? So you're trying to invest into other avenues to make your money more sustainable.
Diversifying your
What's the business?
monetization streams, like I said.
Huh?
Diversifying your monetization streams, like I said.
Correct. And she demands money. She definitely demands money. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't care about how the content creator gets money. But then when you start being in this realm of when you were in the realm or outside in the realm of all of this mess, you talk about other people, but then you turn around and here's this manipulation tactic to get money. And that's just what I believe. I think a lot of them do it too. I think a lot of them talk shit about people, turn around and have to eat their own words. We never.
At this point, oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Shell. We never finished the clip.
No, before we had got into it, when I was saying what's a lie without the common cousin, I also want people to realize that you can have a very successful live without panelists and without a panel, but you can never have a successful live without the comment in the chat.
Correct. Thank y'all for liking the live and sending the gifts and doing all of those nice things. Okay, so do y'all want to listen to like more of this clip? Because I'm about to put it on.
How much more of it was it?
It wasn't that much. We kind of drifted off into a conversation. We could stay here at the conversation. It wasn't really much more to it, if I'm being quite honest. I mean, I think like a lot of people on this app use God too in a lot of ways, and I can't see no godliness in them, and it's just very hard for me to even take in. I don't know if y'all want to talk about that too, but something for me is just when these situations do occur where people are sharing their success. Okay, you can, I get it. You're going to talk about God, especially if you're religious, you're Christian, or whatever your faith is. But I feel like it's used in so many of these situations where it's like, but then when nobody over there, you acting diabolical and justifying the reasons to act diabolical. I don't get that. Hey, y'all.
Can I say something on that point too? Sorry, because you
Uh-huh.
hitting gems for me, because this is my type of talk. I believe that wholeheartedly because I think it's just TikTok jargon at this point. I really don't believe that these people live off the principles and the belief that they talk about, because they was talking about karma one time, then they talk about blessings,
Thank you
and then you
coming up
go and
with
do the most
that.
diabolical things. Even if you do believe in karma, why do you walk away or walk your way on this app? This app is not an umbrella where God can't see what you're doing on this app. It does not have no shield. The same thing that you're going to get judged on Judgment Day off the app, you're going to get judged for on the app as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we done changed the whole subject?
No, I was just because that was part of it though too.
Okay,
That was kind of part of it too. But like, what I was saying was, because there was a lot of reference to God in it, and to me, that's the manipulation of the dry begging and all of that part, right? So that's what I was saying. Like, how are you calling yourself a Christian, and then when it's in a time of need to manipulate God's children? To me, in my opinion, to manipulate God's children, you're sitting here and you're saying, God, amen, and this and that. And it's like you're really going to church honing in on those emotions. But then God teaches a lot of grace, like as far as I can remember from religion in the Bible too, right? So where's the grace that you can extend to people that are also God's children, but not at the point to where you are and wherever you are religiously, right? So I don't know. I just think they use it to manipulate, and they're not practicing what they preach because of their behaviors and being diabolical.
Now I love me some God. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say. He says to be in the image of him and to work to be in the image of him. We are not going to be perfect, and so people are going to falter. Now, do I believe that there are some Christians that do come online and they manipulate the minds of people utilizing God? Yes, I've seen a lot of churches do it. I've seen a lot of, people, so-called Christians do it as well. And I think it puts a bad rap for the rest of us who are genuine ass people who don't give a fuck, like who don't care about like using people to get ahead. Like, for me, I'm not going to use my faith for that. That's just not what I'm going to do.
Yeah. I can't get with that. I can't get with it, but I don't know. I think that I've always thought that a lot of people that came from Messy Talk creators and all of this, a lot of them had skills that they were not using. Petty Roll, a lot of them have a lot of marketable skills that they could have been using this whole time to grow their brand, to grow their business, to do the things and be at a different place than what they're at had they done things the right way instead of focused on the wrong shit. And I think a lot of them do that, like the Grit Babies, the OMG Terrences, like a lot of them, Maggie Foster, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know who Maggie Foster is? Now, Maggie Foster mean with it. Maggie Foster gets into her live, sits there, send me money. You ain't sending no money. Like, it's just really bad, right? So
So she like that dude Terrence.
she's just like Terrence. I mean, I be in there like, Maggie, you know what I'm saying? Maggie is out of control. But then that goes into like just this bigger issue that I think is a community issue. You get what I'm saying? Because why is it so normalized? Like, is this normal? Is the dry begging become normal? Because the begging was already normal now at this point. Now it's the dry begging?
But okay, so let's look at it from a different standpoint too. If you are dry begging while bringing entertainment, is that still considered dry begging?
Yes.
How if you're providing a service?
Because if you're manipulating the people with a sob story,
Not a sob story. So let's say, so do you think that like messy lives are considered dry begging too? When messy creators, TikTok creators say like, hey, subscribe or help me
no,
reach my goal.
no,
Is that the same to you?
no.
Okay.
No. I don't consider asking for gifts. I don't consider while you're alive and you're giving and you're being messy, right? So like I don't consider asking for gifts, asking to hit gift goals, cash apps and stuff like that. I don't consider that to be dry begging. And the reason that I don't consider that to be dry begging, because at the end of the day, whether or not I consider themselves these people a content creator, they consider themselves a content creator and they feel like they're giving entertainment. So if you feel like you're getting entertainment, I don't see nothing wrong with asking for the to hit my goal, asking to send $5 cash apps, doing drops, having people pay you to be mods. I don't see nothing wrong having people pay you to block people out of lives or block comments and stuff like that. No, I don't consider. Oh, my bad, y'all. I don't consider those things dry begging. I consider those part of being a content creator, and you're working your content creation to make money for you. Now, when you start getting on here and you haven't been actively being a content creator on the app, especially, but if you get on here and you start giving a sob story each and every time to get the people to get you stuff, then yeah, I kind of do. At that point, then it starts to become dry begging, especially when it's something repeated. You can support, but I don't know. Not just pay me a snack.
Okay, cool. Thanks for answering.
They feel entitled to it, and I think that's a problem. Exactly. Some panelists dry beg too. Yes. I don't know. I don't know. And then it's so crazy because people always say like, "What's wrong?" Like people can't bless me or something like that. I think people should bless who they want to. You know what I'm saying? But I think that we got to be real. Creators, if your content isn't doing where it's at right now, because where it's at right now doesn't mean that that's not where it is right now. Your content, you can start over, be in it 2-3 years down the line. Who's to say? In 10 years, you could just blow up, and next thing you know, this person is every fucking where. Sometimes it takes a little bit to build. Not the picture alone, I'm out. Chat GPT did me wrong, okay? Chat GPT did me wrong. I do agree with that too, Lady Leaper. But I don't know. But yeah, I don't have nothing else to really say about this topic for real. Unless y'all want to be messy and see us in the streets, I'm about to change the background now. Job done. Y'all gotta get it together. But no, I think this is a good topic though. I think it definitely, I don't know, I think